Silencers can come back from this 2K gold lead and not let it become a 4 or 5K gold lead to the point where it is unimaginable to come back from.
Absolutely. It's very interesting to note that it's at this point both of the teams began to run away with their lead when they had one, when it reached this level. But I'm honestly really hoping that both teams, that Final Silencers will not make some of the same mistakes in having poor reaction times and poor overall map pressure, and take advantage of things like the wave clear they have on Orianna to counter things such as the Shen split push.
It looks like Baron going to be up in 20 seconds. It's unlikely that either team will want to take it right away at level 20, though.
It seems that overall the Taric is just providing so much for his team, especially when there is an assault that is started by Final Silencers. And it seems that with the Lucian, Orianna is very, very much looking to ult that Lucian. And ult by Cassiopeia gets some damage on. Zac ults as well. Vlad caught out of position, takes a lot of damage. Blood pools out, and it seems that Thresh is the first to fall. Next up, Lucian falls to the Orianna. Rengar running out, but he's killed by the Cassiopeia with a blast Twin Fang. Vlad getting chunked down by that Cassiopeia. Cassiopeia skirting the fight very effectively, unfortunately ends up falling to the Vlad, who just has so much sustain in lane. That's a solid fight win by Final Silences, and they are able to push this outer turret down with only the Shen being able and left to defend. He backs to base so he doesn't die, but that leaves mid completely open to the push with an Orianna with her strong auto attacks to begin with, as well as the enemy team AD carry, who is able to just chunk down these towers. This is when we're seeing these teams fight back in ways where they're not letting this gold lead that had previously defined the past games affect them as much. They turn the gold lead around from a 2K deficit to a 1K advantage, meaning that this game is now basically going even.
Yeah, what went wrong there in that team fight is Taric did not ult soon enough, and not enough members were caught in it. It looks like Thresh is being caught out here. Oh, he's being completely surrounded. He's dead.
Thresh just absolutely... Holy crap! That was an attempted ult by the Orianna, but there was no one there to back it up, and that was honestly a mistake by Final Silencer's part. That's going to be 60 seconds that powerful teamfight ult is not available to try to pick the Lucian again.
And with Dragon spawning right now, she will not have it up for a fight that will possibly ensue right there.
It doesn't seem like they're actually going for Dragon at the moment. Custom Elite using very good overall map pressure and making sure they are getting these objectives instead of just focusing on the kills, taking a tower, getting gold back, making the game nearly dead even once again.
Yeah, and an Air Drake goes to them, their first is Dragon of the game. Definitely going to help them have the ability to move around the map faster than they would be normally. However, it is good to see that Final Silencers do have that Earth Drake and Infernal Drake. Shen going a little bit too deep here.
And a very good disengage for the Rengar, but it seems that Varus way out of position and gets knocked down too fast by the tanks of the enemy team. Lucian did not contribute a whole lot there. Cassiopeia is still working her way into the fight. Vlad also horribly out of position, can't get to that. A good Orianna ult, will it be enough to end up getting kills? But it seems that with Orianna so far out of position, with so many members there, there's just not enough to get that Lucian down. And Thresh falls. And this is going to be a clean ace by Custom Elite. They 5-manned the enemy team, getting themselves a 3K advantage and giving themselves amazing
They're going for a Baron attempt here. I don't know about this one.
With a Shen at full health. they have the potential to get this. Lifesteal on Lucian means Baron damage isn't actually a threat to him.
But for Cassiopeia,
it could be a mistake, but
really fast.
it is still at half health. Shen has barely taken any damage. Seems Varus might end up trying something, looking to get some damage and get kills with his poke. Will it be enough? Will he be able to drive them off or secure this? Hiding into the pit, and we see the smite by the Zac, and Varus falls, but not before taking Taric with him.
I'd say it's a worthwhile trade there, taking the Varus and losing the Taric, also securing that Baron buff for 4 members of Custom Elite.
Absolutely. Start the Baron power play timer, because this is going, with the gold lead they just recently achieved, this is going to be a huge opportunity for Custom Elite to break this game open. In several lanes, like mid and bot, they are already to the inner or even the inhib turret, and it's going to be their job over the next 3 minutes to do their best to take this Baron advantage and use it to crack the outer shell of the base.
Members of Final Silencers looking to be around in the river of the bot side, determining whether they want to be pushing which lane. Looks like our bot lane duo will be going against the Vlad, asking for assistance, maybe to get a possible pick here.
We are seeing just very good map play by both teams. Custom Elite just overall slightly better at that macro play, where they are able to rotate around the map and get those objectives. For example, the fight up top. When they were able to end up getting the pick on the Varus due to a slight positioning error, they maximized that by finishing off the rest of the team, getting Baron, and now they're pushing other objectives.
Yeah, Shen going up top, trying to keep that lane going even with the Varus and Thresh going on up there to try to keep it pushing in. It looks like they're going to be going for this bot outer turret, actually.
With the outer turret and bot lane being pushed, we are seeing that this Lucian actually still, while he is very effective, he is actually not the core killing member for the Custom Elite. Zac does a dive with Taric ult, invincible team, Vlad quickly falling, he blood pools, and a great Orianna ult catches several members. Cassiopeia ult finishes Rengar and stuns several members. Varus is about to fall, and he goes down to the diving Custom Elite. It seems that Varus is left alive, but Shen just can keep on absorbing the damage that this Varus is throwing out. This is the base. It is cracked open, and the gold lead continues to increase for Custom Elite. They are in the driver's seat and dominating this game.
The question is, are they going to want to close out this game with 10-second timers left on members of Final Silencers? I doubt they will be able to, which it looks like they are going to back off. They have the advantage. The question is, can they keep it?
Without their Cassiopeia, who has been a huge damage threat, going 6-1 so far, she has been a very core part of the damage that Custom Elite has had, and without her there, it did not make sense to try to 4v5 when you're already in a pre-weakened state.
And that Ori, in other games, she has been holding her weight for sure, but this game, there has been no follow-up available for her ult, which has been detrimental for Final Silencers.
Absolutely. The Orianna pick, while it does have so much potential and versatility as both defensive and offensive with her playstyle, there just isn't enough team cohesion this game in order to make it work. It seems that when she does have these ults and manages to get 4-man ults, there is no one there to follow up in the damage department. And she, simply put, does not have the damage of an assassin to burst someone down completely.
Absolutely. They're looking to maybe possibly get...
That Lucian might have been in a very bad situation if he had stepped just a few feet further with Orianna ult and Vlad both waiting in bush. That could have been very potent and gotten a kill on one of the core damage dealers of Custom Elite.
Yeah, as we go into more of a mellow section right here, as teams are repositioning for objectives and stuff like that, we can take a look at the gold leads here. Orianna is far behind that Cassiopeia at almost 3,000, it looks like, on her own in deficit.
Absolutely. Honestly, the mid is such a crucial position that while Veigar was such a powerhouse pick for Final Silencers, Orianna just has not had that gameplay that has been able to just show up on their behalf. They're not necessarily a bad mid laner, it's just this champion pick over these past few games against such a heavy engage comp is very detrimental to their team. Shen just continuing with his massive split push presence. Because he has ult, he is able to get that just continuous push pressure in a side lane and make sure that if his team ends up fighting, he's already on his way to help.
It looks like with all waves pushing in, they're able to put pressure on all 3 lanes. And it looks like they're going to try to go for this inner top turret and getting rid of the final inner turret.
The Shen has yet to build any damage items, and I would not be surprised if, as the game progresses, if he has the gold, I wouldn't be surprised if we end up seeing him pick up a Titanic Hydra to take all of his health and transform that into extra damage on his auto attacks, which are, through his abilities, already significantly powerful.
As we've seen before, Shen able to do 1/8 of a carry's health earlier on in the game just from that passive being able to proc.
Absolutely. And a missed hook by Thresh, there is going to be a small window of opportunity that Crimson Elite has to get a good engage. And it looks like they're going for it, but they end up canceling because they waited just a little too long, and Thresh was going to be
channeling pretty quick here. It's getting tense here. Very few minions. So
is prepared,
yep, there
and
it is.
He jumps, hits the Varus, and he is ulting in it. Look, the Taric ult has been amazingly effective, giving so much to the enemy, giving so much to the blue team. However, Cassiopeia taking turret aggro as she tries to take down the Thresh, but unfortunately those shields are just too strong and turret does not make its way through her. The engage continues onto the Vladimir, who does not have the lifesteal to survive. With only 2 members, the Ori and the Rengar up, and all 5 available for Custom Elite, they are looking to find this match in their favor and continue on to the quarterfinals.
With super minions pushing on the base, the towers are already weak. 1 tower down, and it looks like they probably are just going to close this one out here with 10-second timers on the rest of the team. And it looks like the redemption round of round 4 is probably going to go to Team Custom Elite, unless, oh no, actually.
The team is coming back up. It looks like they're going for a last-second base defend. Shen is still up. He's whittling down the base, but he gets taken down, and with 2 inhibs down and 3/4 of the Nexus health down, somehow Final Silencers continue to stay in this game by the skin of their teeth. They are in such a vulnerable position, but they are still in the game.
Cassiopeia going around securing buffs, trying to get that vision control for her team when they respawn so they can continue to hold this dominance despite losing a team fight at the base.
Absolutely. With the 9,000 gold lead that Custom Elite has, they, with 2 inhibs down and super minions pouring into the base, this would be a prime time for the Baron to be looked at by Custom Elite. If they can grab that, that would essentially secure their victory, as with super minions, they could literally walk into the enemy team's base and stand there and win without having to fight their enemies at all. But Varus is putting up one heck of a fight, doing his best to push out lane as fast as possible to give themselves this breathing room, because they know that Final Silencers, or they know Custom Elite is going to be going for this Baron. It's already started. Tanks are going in, and an engage by the Zac onto the Vladimir. An ult by the Varus ends up causing so much damage, and the prime tank for Custom Elite falls. They have to back off Baron, and it seems that Final Silencers might be looking to do something about it, but no, with the Rengar so deep in enemy territory, he is trying to catch this Lucian, but he is caught out himself, and he falls. 1 dead on each team. The assassin, both of the junglers, the assassin jungler, Bush Cheese, an amazing Oriole. Taric ult comes in, and it gets the health for all of them with redemption. There is health coming back, and it seems that Final Silencers are able to trade out and continue that damage onto the Custom Elite and back out with a successful trade, but not enough to win or get any more kills. Back at base, Vladimir is hurriedly trying to make sure those CS waves do not crash into their open nexus.
Zach making a very poor choice in his positioning during that fight, not being in the Baron pit to be able to smite